Hello, everyone. It's Miss Roberts here, and tonight I'm going to talk about the informative speech, some of the requirements, and give you a couple of tips and tricks in order to complete your research. That's my cat Jasmine in the back, making a cameo appearance. And you might see my cat Ash somewhere. I think he's over there on this side. You can see his ears. All right, let's go ahead and begin. All right. So I reduced some of the modules, but I wanted to highlight chapter 7, finding and using evidence, and the informative speech assignment and specifics. So because we are an online class, you will submit your speeches in either YouTube format or as a file, but preferably YouTube format just because I can easily see the speech and put it all together. So let's look at the informative speech assignment right here. All right, so this is our second speech, and it's going to be about 5 to 7 minutes. It's going to be a little bit longer than we're used to. However, when we look at the outline, you'll have plenty of information to fill out. And if you notice some parallels between the informative speech outline and the motivational speech outline, it's pretty much formatted very similarly. However, with the affirmative speech assignment, you're going to decide what your topic is. And you'll have to further decide how you're going to split that topic into three different pieces. So, for example, say if I want to travel to different places in SoCal. So let's just keep it local. I may want to travel to San Francisco for the Bay Area, travel to Los Angeles and San Diego, the top three cities in, excuse me, I think I said SoCal. Let's talk about California as a whole. I just caught myself there. So the top major cities in California as a whole states, I might start off with the Bay Area and San Francisco, then Los Angeles, and then finally San Diego. So in my speech, I'll probably go into the first part being about San Francisco, second part being about LA, and the third part being about San Diego. So that's just one example. So when you decide your topic and when you decide how you're going to split it up, you're going to also incorporate at least three sources. And because we're a public speaking class, our three sources have to be both in, both in text and cited verbally. So in your speech, you'll say, according to such and such says, such and such states. And with that, excuse me, and with that, it'll help you prepare for persuasive speech as well. We'll have to do the same thing. So when you're incorporating research, you will be citing the source in text and also citing the source out loud. Now I do have the preparation outline right here, so I'll give you a glimpse of what that looks like in a minute. And because for online, it's a little bit trickier to show the visual aids, but a visual aid is required for the speech. So if you want to show a photo, whether it be on your phone or tablet, or just have an object, that will be fine as well. Okay. Now, you will be using a phone or a laptop to record yourself, right? So you'll be recording yourself and uploading the video on YouTube. You have the option of making it public, so it'll be viewable to everybody, or you can make it unlisted. Now, with private, I won't be able to see it, so if you make it unlisted, make sure to not delete it until I am done grading, okay? So you want to make sure that you do that because I cannot grade what I do not have. So if there is an issue with the video, if I can't access it, I will grade it as a temporary 0 until I can get that information, okay? Also for this speech, you will have the outline. So the outline will be a separate grade. So let me go ahead and go to modules. Excuse me. So let me go ahead and show you the outline. So the speech outline and the actual presentation grade are two separate grades. So as you see, there's also a little mechanism for Turnitin that just checks for plagiarism and the like. So as long as we're incorporating our in-text citations and as long as we have our, excuse me, our reference page, because we're using APA format, you'll be just fine. But if you have any additional questions, please let me know. Let me view a student here. All right. Oh, it's a little bit, my apologies. But because I'm a test student, it won't allow me to do it. But if this would have worked, my apologies, you will be able to upload it and it'll go ahead, we'll turn it in. It's just a mechanism because we are in student view. So my apologies. But you will upload your speech, turn it in, and I will receive it as a PDF and then I'll be able to grade it. Now for your speech assignment, so you might have a little bit more luck with that. So you're a student. If an issue happens with the outline, you can upload it on here as well. But I prefer those to be separated just so I can accurately know which one is which. But you do have your Canvas files. So you're going to upload, and also let me leave student view real quick, edit. There you go. Thank you for your patience. Okay. So you can copy and paste your YouTube video link here. You can also upload the media as well. I just have to be able to see. So you can also record media as well or upload the file so I can see. No matter which one you do, that's fine. I just need to be able to see the video in its entirety. And if there's any questions, let me know. Or if I have any issues, I'll let you know on my end as I grade. Okay? And now, if we also go within the modules, since we're going to be jumping around here, I'm going to be jumping around here, you'll see that there are additional research resources to help you out. You always have access to the librarian as well. And we have the CSUSB library website, APA reference guide, and my favorites, Noodle Tools and Purdue OWL. Now, when I was coming up in school, public speaking was the first college class I ever took. So it's all a full circle experience for me to be your teacher. However, in both my English classes and my speech classes, sometimes there will be issue with the dreaded works cited page or reference page. Now, I can't use them interchangeably because the works cited page is for MLA format, and that's usually for your writing classes and things like that. So we're going to be using APA style, which is usually for speech, communication, psychology, sociology, and the like. But they both serve the same purpose. It's a listing in alphabetical order of your resources. Remember, to earn full points, you'll have to use at least 3 sources, but you can use more if you like. Now, we have the APA style formatting guide here, and it has several pieces of information such as general format, in-text citations, the basics, authors' names, and the like. So you might not use all of this for this particular assignment, but for future assignments and future classes, this is a really good resource. It also has information about MLA format as well. So when we're thinking about, say, our in-text citations, it's pretty simple. Because we are saying our citations, sometimes I like to say, oh, we're killing two birds with one stone if we include the citation within the sentence. But you can include what we call a parenthetical citation. So you have your information and and you have your thoughts and commentary rather, and then you can put the citation in parentheses. But remember, you're saying it the citation verbally. So as you put in the information, the fact is, or the stat, the direct quote, or the paraphrase, you'll say, hey, according to such and such says, right? Also, also, you will be saying it out loud, putting in the outline like so in text, saying it out loud according to such and such say to such and such says, and then putting it in your reference page. Now, I mentioned a tool called Noodle Tools. You don't have to use Noodle Tools, but I just like the interface because it's not as messy. And the school used to work for used to pay for Noodle Tools. I have Noodle Tools Express link here. If you accidentally go to home, don't worry, this is not a paid site. You just scroll, go to free tools, click Noodle Tools Express, and you're right back to where it is. Now, we mentioned MLA format right here, Chicago style, which we won't be using this class, but it's a useful tool for other classes where it's required. Then we have APA format right in the middle. Notice I chose APA style. We have our commonly cited sources, periodicals, non-periodicals, electronic, and the like. So you can scroll for many different types of sources. It's pretty extensive. It's not 100%. There's some type of sources that might have stumped this as well, but it's pretty neat. So say if we're going to cite a website, I'm going to create a citation. Notice, I'm going to move myself around here. Notice that we have several boxes. So say if there's information that you don't have, it automatically omits it and compensates for the missing information. But put as much information as you can within these boxes and spaces. The only piece of information that can't be omitted is the information in asterisk. So for example, you have to have a web page document or article title. You have to say what it is. Okay. So once you put the information in here, you're going to press APA guide and boom, it's going to spit out a citation just like that. You press save and then you put the sources in alphabetical order based on APA style. So I put this tool there to make it really, really super easy. Let's try it with another different type of source. So we'll choose APA style again, and let's try it with a book this time. We're going to create the citation. Let me move myself around. As you see, the options have changed. And then once you press save, it spits out a citation that looks like this. So if it's the entire book, this is what it looks like. Or if you put the information for a section, it looks similar to this. Okay. So just to recap, we went over the different types of resources for chapter 7 and the informative speech assignment. Now, with this assignment is similar to the motivational speech as far as formatting is concerned. Okay. So we have or you'll be speaking for about 5 to 7 minutes. Any topic that you like. And of course, if you have any questions about the topic, let me know. You're going to be using APA format for your resources. So that will include incorporating in-text citations, saying those citations verbally, and listing those citations in your reference page. You can keep it super simple by using a photo or an object for your visual aid, but you do have to have a visual aid. Your speeches will be uploaded on the final speech draft, and it will be formatted through LinkedIn. Excuse me, not LinkedIn, excuse me. Turn it in. And if there's any issues, let me know. I think because I was acting as a student and not an actual student, that's why there was a little bit of mix up. But there shouldn't be any issues with your submission. Okay. And let me go back to the modules. I can. All right. So that is it for me for tonight. If you have any questions, please let me know. And Thank you so much for listening. I look forward to hearing your speeches, and you guys have a good night. Bye, everyone.